Hello everybody, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. It's time to head off to Dubai, 6th year, and we're looking to wrap up the championship, clinching hopefully today in the Endurance Series lower tier, Class B, and move up to Class A, LMP1 next year. And we need to beat TRSM Racing by, I believe it's 7 or 8 points. Current lead is 79, we've got to win by 87. Okay, we got to beat him by 8 points in Dubai in order to clinch the title for certain, in which case we'll simply do montage 12 hours. We were given a penalty for causing a collision. Actually, I don't think we were. I don't remember. No. I don't remember any penalty in the last race. But I'm going to stick up for my drivers. One mistake. It was didn't cost us that much. And not a whole lot here that looks exciting to me, to be honest. We can definitely get rid of you. You're not as good as DePinto. 19 refuel and fixing, 20 refuel. Those might be useful. So let's do some switching about here. Obviously, we've got to get you out. And let's see, we need a new rear jack. Ferry back out there. A couple more tire people going to have to take a seat. Crespin can come out. And then some fixers. And then these two are the refuelers. So throw in Murphin. And then, boy, all those are tired. Really, all of our refuelers currently needing a rest. I think we want to bring in a refueler here and then probably bump Crespin over to simply working on the tires. Let's go and get rid of you. And again, stamina not that great here. But I think that's going to be the only actual change that we make. And then you can come in here. And hopefully between the three of you rotate out enough to stay fresh. Okay, so our time all the way down to 50 seconds. Well, it might be based on the race. How much fuel is needed for the race. I think that might be where that variability comes in. In any case, let's get our repairs done. And we've got more sponsors. That's always a big decision to make. No bonus ones. Couple 4 stars and a 2-star. 920K per race. This one's shorter and it's actually more. This is over $1 million per race for the upfront one. I see no reason not to take that. So probably, yep, leaves our finances where they are and bumps us back up into the positive. So I wasn't expecting that. I mean, being able to get better money and get it all up front, great news for us. And then in Dubai, engine and brakes and spoiler all vital. So I think what I'm going to want to do is yank these out. Don't really need any reliability work, and just put those on, and then we'll put the spoiler on as these get completed. We should be able to pretty much max out all of those parts for this race. Let's see what news has come in between time. We got rumors Zachary DuPont happy with where we're sitting, and he's not going to whine about our finances anymore. So that's nice. We won't have to put up with that. 4 miles, bone dry. Engines are the key, and Baikalis currently ahead of us. Hey, let's upgrade the factory. No, we need the money. And then they want something to do after complaining about working conditions. Boy, look at that. We're starting to get bypassed here on the engine. Baikalis the only one that's ahead, but they're ahead by quite a bit now. So we're still the first car overall, but sort of holding back on the part development is going to start to hurt us late in the year. But we're far enough ahead that it just doesn't matter, I don't think. And we've maxed out our engine, so we can't do anything more with it. Let's max out the spoiler, and then when that's done, I mean, we can work on the gearbox, but there's really nothing else. I still want to save the money. This close to the end of the year, I don't think it's worth developing new parts because you have to develop them up. Just give us that little slush fund to get through into next year. Maybe we make sure we can spend what we need to on the chassis. And then I think that maybe we can start investing a little bit more. We're looking like the team to beat. Tommy Klein says so. Great weekend for the guys from France. They have everything you need to succeed in Dubai. And Baikalis driver Aurelien Comte not happy with how they're doing. Down in 4th when they're predicted to win. That it really is a shocking season. Been watching Stefan Muck. He's a perfect example of the good, clean values our organization represents. As a personal favor, permit us to use Stefan in upcoming median campaigns. Might be a little distracting, but having Uncle G knowing you favors not to be sniffed at. Think about it. Publicity pawn, that's probably a negative one. On the other hand, we get voting power and more money. And the thing is, I don't know what this trait does. I'd kind of like to find out. And morale is good for everybody, so it probably shouldn't hurt him that much. I'm going to go with it. Give us the money, and then let's see what that's going to do to Muck. Publicity pawn. Boosts his marketability, drops morale for the next 8 weeks. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason to not do that. So we've made our spoiler as good as, almost as good as we can. We got to go a little bit more. Factory staff is idle again. Says Perry Vincent. Open to him. Well, he's not very good, so the only thing we have left we can improve are the gearboxes, so we will, and that'll take quite a while after the race. We have the time. On to Dubai we go. We'll take our only bonus offer that we have. 24 degrees, very low tire wear, low fuel burn. That's probably mediums. Softs might be able to get us there, but it's probably mediums. That's what I'm going to go with. So we'll do the 7-7 split. And let's take a look at where our car is overall. We're still second, but trailing Baikalis by more and more. Gearbox is second. We're still working some on that. We have the number 1 brakes and number 3 spoilers, even though we're close to the best, behind TDS and Dragon Speed. I would think we still should do well here, and we should be able to achieve our goal of clinching. Expected to win with car number 1. And 5th with car number 2. And that's the best prediction, ties our best prediction from a couple races ago that we've yet had. So I'm feeling real good about where we are at this point. All right, weather. Pretty good for practice. No problems there. And oh my, Castelli again. Not looking the best. Let's take a look at those tires. "71 laps. That would be plenty, I think. But I still think at 24 degrees, mediums are the better. We're going to stick with that. As before, playing the long game, being an endurance, we're not so much worried about the speed as we are having plenty of tire to get around the track. Whoops. Yeah, let's go about there. And we're actually not going to want muck, though. We're going to want Mueller in there. And Goddard. Let's see which direction for downforce is actually preferred. And also they got much different speed preferences. Nope. We do not want qualifying. There we go. Okay, so wants more speed, says Goddard. Everything good so far on car number 1, though. It's a bit of a longer track, so there's going to be a little bit more stress on getting everything right in practice. Still no sign of rain. Very unlikely to have rain interfere in Dubai. I have yet to see a race with rain in Dubai. I don't even know if it's possible. Okay, yeah, so it took us a little over 5 minutes. We're going to need to be really careful here in order to make it. I may just want to run this all the way out. I don't even know if I want to come in before doing the switch over. Might not spend quite as much time perfecting the setup and a little bit more just making sure we get all of our bonuses. I think we're going to need everything we can get. When we switch to qualifying, we'll have to come in at least once during that anyway. So we'll come in here because we're forced to, and I think what we'll do is just have one driver just go out right away on the qualifying setup. The other one will probably have to go back out for Goddard for a brief bit. At least they're both driving really well. But for a brief bit on the race trim setup, because we're not going to quite get there. And here we go. Mueller coming in. And he will switch. 92%. Nice start, and we don't really know which way to tweak it. So let's assume we're going lower. So less downforce. That speed's probably about right. I'm not sure which way to go. What if I... Yeah, let's just do that little bit. So we get a little bit of separation. We can figure out which direction we want to go. Qualifying. 3 laps. Supers. And in comes Goddard, who will go back out to finish up the race trim. And he's got more adjustments to be doing. Only 81%. So let's assume lower downforce here as well. We'll go to 3.9. And then the speed balance, he's not liking it. Based on how everything's reacting, I'm going to say more speed. And I could be totally off. And then Goddard will get out more quickly. We'll see if he can handle this in one lap, but he might have to go around a second one. Nonetheless, we're started on the qualifying super softs there with Mueller. And Goddard is not going to make it. He's going to go around again. Mueller likes the arrow, but Goddard does not. We're not going to make it by much on this lap if we do. Let's see, he's coming around. Just slowing this down a bit to see where we're at. I don't think he's going to make it. No, I'm going to have to send him around again. So now Goddard will come in. There we go. Yeah, we didn't hit it till he was well into that lap. I definitely need to make the pit stops as short as possible. We're at least going to hit level 2 supers in qualifying, but I'm not sure we hit level 3. And it doesn't honestly really matter that much, other than getting the sponsor bonus. 87%. Okay, now first of all, we're finally switching stints here. Okay, speed is just fine. Handling, we want to try the oversteer direction. And then downforce, we've got to go the other direction. So let's jump up to 5.1. And that moves it that way already, and we'll adjust that another time. Let's not spend any more than we're already doing. Okay. And yeah, I don't think we're getting level 3. Just don't think there's enough time. Mueller driving at 10.0. So I think we take level 2 and we work on maxing our setup for qualifying. I think that seems to be the wise move here. Even with long practice and fairly good feedback drivers, it's a long enough track that we just can't get everything. So yeah, I think we're going to go to start and stops now. Okay, we've nailed the arrow. We've nailed the downforce. We're at 95% overall. But we're not there on the other stuff. Okay, so handling, we want more oversteer. Speed, we don't know for sure, but we probably want to go back to the acceleration side. Yeah, let's try that. Well, we will come fix it then. And actually, we probably won't, because I think that's the one that we already hit. So, from good to okay to great. Maybe try going a little bit higher. Yeah, speed we already hit. And then we were great, great, and great again. Oh, we want more oversteer. I didn't go high enough on the oversteer. A little bit more also. A little bit lower on the downforce. Or a little bit higher, rather. Excuse me. Let's go to 25.4. 5.4, rather. And then we'll fix this another time. No need to change that, actually. Speed this up a bit, get through the lap. Goddard not doing quite so hot, but Mueller has set the fastest times of the practice session. Okay, everything but speed is right on. And speed has yet to really get there. Okay, great. Great. Boy, that's a wide range. I think maybe that's the middle zone that we need to be in. Let's find out. And here comes Goddard. This will be our final stop. We nailed the downforce. We're at 92% overall. We know what everything is except for the handling. We still haven't nailed that. Great. Great. A little bit lower. Went back up. So maybe in between those two? I think that's my best shot at it. It's probably right there. And we're just finishing up the last little bits, or trying to, on our setup. Let's see how this ends up looking. Okay, perfect there. Okay, and we can bring back the speed balance. So we found everything that we needed to find on that very last bit. Meanwhile, first and not so hot in terms of Class B qualifying. No, we will not. Real action indeed has not started yet. Matthias Beck winning there. More good weather. We've got adjustments to make, but we can make those adjustments with confidence. Super softs and qualifying. Level 2 is better than nothing, of course. Okay, and we're right on, so we've got nothing to change actually there. But we do here. Now that's a tad high. Bring it back. We're going to need to bring it back more, though. That's a little bit high there, a little bit high here. That's too much, though. Yeah, that's still too much. Okay. That's close. I think that's probably about as good as I'm going to get it. We're going to stick with that. Should be at least in the 97-98% range. I'd be surprised if it was below 98. And given the length of this track, I don't think we want to waste any time in just getting out there. Maybe all we can do to get 3 qualifying runs in for each car. It's a little bit earlier than I would normally do it, but again, I don't want to waste time. right on with one and see if we can drop down Castelli. We should be able to get into the proper zone there. Oh yeah, that's going to be no problem. So I could have possibly even cut a little bit tighter, but not at all a bad setup there. Muck pretty happy with just over 2 minutes. Castelli not happy, even though second position there in our class. Once again, Class A time several seconds ahead, but even Class A taking over 2 minutes. And we'll switch to Mueller. Maintain the nice setup. Switch tires. Both Muck and Castelli very strong form here for their practice run. %, triple smiley faces. We will take it. Switch to Goddard. Switch the tires. Mueller 9-1, Goddard 7-3. We got strong driving from everybody this weekend, which is really good. If that keeps up, I think it would just pretty much lock us in. If everybody keeps driving well, I don't see us not getting the points that we need to clinch. Back off with Goddard. It's pretty high. I'm going to back off more. Just really need to drop that down. There we go. Beautiful. Might not have made it if I hadn't done that. So let's take a look and see what Mueller can come up with. 9-6. Goddard's dropping down some, but Mueller burning up the track here, at least should be in theory. Happy with it? .208 and change for Goddard, who is not happy. We should have enough for that third try. We'll see if Goddard or Mueller can improve. Mueller up to 10.0, so I can't get him out there fast enough. Okay, everybody has come around and we're first and third. So I like where we are, but I don't have any good reason not to go out there for one more. Just switch the tires. And there's a couple here who could potentially move up past Goddard, so let's get him out there again. We'll drop Goddard down a bit here so he's not up so high by the end of this. There we go. And then we'll put him back up. That should be somewhere around the right. Oh, I almost missed up on Mueller, but I didn't. Gradually getting that tire temperature up into the right range. There we go. Well, let's see how it rolls. Not the best first segment for Mueller. Down to 9.4. This is a hilarious enough statement in its own. Oh my, nice second segment. Being in a pack of cars, though, doesn't help. Still, I think he improved overall. Goddard, no way, way behind. And he wasn't happy with that. So, yeah. I think we opened more of a gap up here, though. It looks very strong for us to finish first and third. And more importantly, we're definitely going to hit the sponsor bonus. Only thing that really matters about today's frivolities. But Mueller's happy about that pole spot. And Goddard does slip to fourth. We're set good enough. We did the job that we needed to. We're about 3/4 of a second gap between the two. It's time to head off to the race and get this clinch done. Well, everybody's talking up Gordon Shedden here from Class A, but then we've got a hater on second place TRSM, and look, it could be a lot worse. Shocking absolutely nobody. Beautiful weather in Dubai for race day. The only real surprise is that it's not that hot yet. 24. No sign of anything else. And we're going to switch to our medium race trim. Super Softs would definitely not get us there. Well, no, actually, Super Softs might. Wow. Super Softs might be enough to... Boy, do I want to switch? Because I've got 10% on the Super Softs. The thing is, at an hour 16 versus like an hour 12, we need to get everything out of them, but... We're not going to have we don't have enough of them to do all the stints that way anyway. And then we could do a couple longer ones, like 3 of them like this, and a couple longer ones on the mediums. Huh. I'm gonna stick with our plan of the mediums, just because these are gonna overheat so much. You can see they're much faster. The durability isn't that much of a difference. I could end up paying for this. I'm gonna stick with the mediums. Now, in terms of fuel, if we look at 40 laps, and that's going to last us longer than we need. 2 minutes plus per lap. We probably need really about 35. So I'm going to go with 37. I'm going to knock it down by 3. So we could very well be going too conservatively on the tires here. We'll soon find out. Let's take a look at where our drivers are at. Muck at 10, Mueller 9, Negrau 7. All of that's looking good. Castelli 6, Bjork 3, and so we misjudged it a bit there. Goddard going to have a better race. Bjork not so much. Still, looks like car number 1 definitely going to do a lot better than car number 2. If anything close to this keeps up. And here we go. I think we've got this nice long straight in here. I don't see any reason not to use that. Right there. I think that's going to be where we want to boost. So we might as well get after it with the next lap. I don't see any reason to wait. Muck, meanwhile, holding on to position while Castelli sort of floats around the middle. We're not losing what we normally lose at the beginning of a race. It's interesting that most of the other drivers, a lot of them at least, chose, okay, not now we are, but chose medium tires as well. Yeah, that went by fast. So I'm going to have to mess around with that. Looks like I got about 25% out of it, though. So we've slipped down to our usual middle to bottom of the pack placing. Okay. I mean, I think that's doable. It's just going to take some getting used to, and then doing this alternating thing. I mean, I'm hoping that our cars separate over the course of this race. Muck up to 18th. Yeah, and I think we're saving enough energy here that I actually can't. I don't think just alternating this is going to work. I'm going to need to burn a little bit on this other straight as well. I can't get a lot there. But I can do a little bit. We'll have to see. I'm going to have to mess around with this. Muck up to 17th or 5th. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. Losing track of where I am. There we go. Ugh. Okay, yeah, I've definitely got to adjust to this a bit. Get used to where I'm at this track. Castelli down to last. Made a nice little move there. And now back down again. Gets by a couple cars for the moment, at least. I think we are going to see that gap that I like opening up between the cars. We got about 10 seconds now. See how far that gets to. And I think I totally just missed the right sprint there. I think by having Castelli do that short one, I missed the... They're far enough apart that I missed the long one. So there's Muck moving up now to 4th. Let's see. I'm going to try this again and see if I can still hit them both. But if I switch right away... Yeah, he's still coming up into it. I just missed it last time. And I almost missed it there. Okay, just got to pay closer attention. So Muck is gaining on Stoneman, but there are a couple cars pulling away from us there at the front. If I could hit Castelli's burst consistently, she probably wouldn't be falling behind as far either. Gap between the cars now up to about 15 seconds, but of course we've got a lot more energy here in car number 2. Stared right at it and missed it. Yep. Too late for that as well. I'm just having a harder time than usual getting a rhythm on this track. got to brake so quickly on that section. There's really not that long of an effective use of it. That one there, much better. And Muck seems stuck, you know, not able to quite catch up to third place there. As I say that, it looks like he might have a shot at it here. Didn't get there, but he's riding right behind him now. "17-second gap between them. Got close, and then that counter burst. I'm just going to ride some with car 2 here, because Thelye, let her just go after this and sort of catch up, because Muck's energy is down there. Go around one more time, hit that long straight again, and then see what we have. What we've got is pretty much hanging into the same spot. It's about a 20-second gap now. I want to see if I can hit them both. I don't know if it's a long enough distance in between them yet. Immediate switch. Just barely made it. Okay, let's see if we can do this consistently, because that would be the optimal arrangement here. Now Muck continuing to battle for that 15th spot, or 3rd in our class. Yep, I think we've got it now. So I think one more time of that, and then we can speed it up a bit, although we're getting fairly close to the end of the first stint. And the other thing I should be doing here is pushing on the tires at this point. That low fuel burn. Get over there. Really having its effect. Okay, we'll go ahead and speed, but low fuel burn really having its effect. We're going to have lots of extra fuel. So that's another adjustment that I can make going forward to make us faster for the rest of the race. I wonder if softs weren't the right tire for this race. Starting to think maybe they were. Oh well. We'll see how it rolls. Whoa, 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 hold on. Where am I at? Let's back off to neutral. We're really high on the energy here, so it's time to make this happen. Still got about 15 minutes left on this stint. Muck fading towards the couple leaders, but not so much towards third. And as usual, we're, waiting for the other cars to make mistakes with their pit stops and whatnot. Just over 1 hour now into the race. And I'm thinking more and more, now that I got that 10% bonus, I think I want to run 2 long stints and 3 short ones. 2 long stints on the medium, 3 short ones on the super softs. So I think I'm going to keep these drivers out here extra. Like 10 minutes extra. Then they'll each get a short one, and the other long one will belong to the middle driver. Actually, no, the 2 long ones... Yeah, I've got to give long one to the middle driver because that's the only way it works to make sure the other drivers don't hit the time limit. Okay. What on earth I missed something somewhere. Okay. Still not able to catch up. I think we'll want to take these drivers up to about 1:20. It looks like we can get away with about 30, so I'll probably do 32 laps of fuel from now on. Because Thelye not moving up much. And Muck, well, the battles continue. Yeah, pretty much exactly 30 laps were needed, so we'd want to count on 31. Probably use 33 for a normal stint. And maybe like 36 or so for the longer ones. You can see Muck's getting tired. Not that tired yet. And you know what? I don't think you've got the energy yet. So let's just skip a lap with you. We're starting to get some pit stops now. And normally we'd have been coming in. But not yet in this case. Let's get another boost from each driver. No sign of the temperature changing. Staying close behind, but unable to make that pass. Okay, let's come in now. Mueller at 9. And we're going to give him a couple of short stints. He's going to switch. And then we're going to want... yeah, 32. Safe stop. Then what's the gap between them? 35 seconds? Oh boy, that's almost far enough, but not quite. You know what? I'll take that fraction of a second risk. The only question is here, if the pit crew botches this stop, we're going to be in trouble. Otherwise, we should be fine. And coming around the last turn into the first stop. We had a crash. Safety cars going out. We have another pit stop. Okay. So if we're on safety car, just going to lower everything down. Come on. Not when you just got done pitting. So we end up getting totally fortunate on that, and that driver was clearly Class A. So let's move this along. It's our first full caution. Under the, whoa, hold on, okay. Neutral. See, safety car is heading to garage, and it's over there. Now we're in the line. And away we go. Back to full racing. So it leaves us 5th and like 9th or 8th or whatever. Now we got cars pitting right afterwards. That was dumb of them. Why is this not going up? Okay, we're going to go up to medium. Okay, the tire temperature is very slowly rising. That's really going to help us use all of our tires. Let's burn a little bit there. Okay. And yeah, we need to burn at separate times now. Goddard is actually further ahead on the track. Let's go ahead and burn you for a little bit. We're going to have to go back to that split approach, unfortunately. Mueller now up to third at the moment. Okay, and now he is first in our particular competition. Goddard, not so much. He's got a long ways to catch up. Thanks to that whole caution. At least that's partly to blame for it. I think I want to get a couple in a row now out of Mueller, get that energy down some. Yeah, you see Goddard is like way behind everybody else because of the caution. So, shoot. Now I really need to hang on to Mueller here. There we go. Very slowly, that tire temperature increasing. It'll be interesting to see how much we actually get out of these. Also could be very difficult to get a second good finish out of this. But if Mueller wins, that may not matter. As soon as we get a boost out of him, I want to see where we're at in terms of the standings. There we go. Yeah, and right now, TRSM not doing much, so we would easily still get it. Which doesn't mean that I'm particularly happy about the way this is going, but bottom line is, if it gets the job done, Mueller now out of the zone. Oh, missed that one. Let's at least get it with Mueller. Nope. Ugh, 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 ugh. Goddard's in more need of bleeding off some power. And Mueller is pulling away. It does for sure seem that the faster cars, or the faster tires, were a better approach. Yep, and just not enough of a gap to really effectively pull that off yet. Keep thinking I'm back there far enough, but I'm not quite. Starting to run down our energy here. Hopefully pretty soon we can speed this up for a while. He says as he misses the speed boost. Now we can just barely hit it. There we go. Let's get it moving. And we're at the 2 hour mark plus. Goddard continuing to pick up ground, including on Mueller, who I just missed that with. Look, you got a couple cars that have been in for 2 pit stops and they're bad again. What are they doing? I haven't even been paying attention to that, but clearly we've got cars totally screwing up their strategy. Which is helpful to doggone it. Still had time. Helpful to us, but 20-second lead plus for Mueller. And then Goddard trying to work his way up through the field. Looks like right now Goddard outperforming Mueller. Even Mueller's got a higher form. I'm not sure why that is, but I'll take it. It's opening up that gap nicely for me, making it easier to hit the boosts. Of course, Goddard's the one that we need to work his way up eventually. We're not going to do that. And I'm really not sure where we're going to end up with car 2. I also think it probably doesn't matter, but still kind of curious. And that'll be it for Mueller for now. We'll get another one with Goddard next time around. Before we speed things up, well, not for very long though. It's almost time to come in, and we've got extra fuel again here. Go ahead and slow it down here. I'll let Mueller go around one more time, and then he'll come in. So we'll switch out to Negrao. Gonna go long. Give him 35. And Goddard, you know what? That's long enough. I'll let you come in as well. Switch out to Bjork, who's doing better than before. And we won't be as fast here, but we'll be looking to take a little bit longer stint than the Super Softs can afford. Yeah, I don't know if we've got enough of a gap between the drivers. I don't think we do. I think I screwed that up. Yep, you had to wait a little bit. Neutral looks fine. Because the team principal's an idiot. Lost track of his strategy. That's why. So next time around, we'll really need to start hitting these boosts. Fourth and 10th at the moment, but lots of people yet to pit to shake that up. Bjork driving solidly, but not spectacularly. If he can keep that up for his whole stint, though, I'll be reasonably happy. Nope. Dear goodness. What is up with all the crashes here? The best part is Negrau's fired up, so I can't change what he's doing. Yeah, I know. I can't do anything with it. Go and push him a bit. Alright, slow down, slow down. Now go neutral. Can't change anything about Negrau yet. Okay, let's go ahead and boost a bit here. Yeah, now the cars are going to be right stacked on top of each other, so we don't have that gap. These safety cars really throwing off my groove. And meanwhile, I should be using medium there. Missed it with Negrau, so I'll have him do the long one this time. So we're 2nd and 10th. And I'm sort of losing track of like where we're at in the race and who's doing what because of all this. It's usually pretty complicated with endurance, but this is more than usual. See Bjork even further behind now than before. There's only 3 cars on the lead lap. Oh, cautions are really, really messing with my head. So I could be wrong, but I think we're pretty much stuck with the one car having a decent finish here. Bjork is car 2. I mean, we still do have half the race to go. You never know what's going to happen. It's just not looking good. Doggone it. Misclick there, ran that boost going into the corner too much. Misclick again. There's a bunch of cars, you know, not that far away from our car number 2 with Bjork, so there is the potential there for something to happen. Right now, it almost seems like he's stuck behind here, despite the speed bursts. There we go. There's one pass, and that really just gets him back on the lead lap. Everybody's so close together here. I just got to keep boosting and hoping that something comes of it eventually. Now Bjork up to 18th. That's something. But we're still behind Sims. Not sure how much we're gaining from this traffic. You know what? Let's stick with Negrao here. Yeah. Let's do that. See if we can get him past Sims. Well, Bjork, obviously less important to us. We'd like to get good points out of him, but that's secondary. Plus, Negrao has more energy to burn anyway, because of the way we've been staggering the boosts. Not that far behind. Gets right up there and can't get by. Fraction of a second now. Of course, his boost is well behind him, Sims on faster tires. And Bjork goes by. Sort of this dueling teammates thing. Of course, that doesn't do Negrão any favors trying to get this pass. Gets by one, but not the other. And Bjork being in the zone here. You know what? I'm just going to hold on to Bjork for now. Let's just bank his energy for as long as we can get away with it. See if we can't make something happen. 3 seconds now. Sims was fired up, but isn't anymore. Okay. So that might mean something. Grief. And now Bjork's off of the boost. We'll give him another one up here. I think really just, you know, Negrão, like, I don't have a good strategy to let both of them race quickly, but yet gain some separation. If one of them would race better than the other, then that would make this a lot easier. Unable to get by there. Falling further behind Sims, which is not exactly what I was looking for. You see Bjork driving at 3.8. So that's not particularly award-winning. I'll do a back-to-back here for Negrão and then speed things up. And I should probably also... Oh, well, I missed the first front end of it while I was doing this, but should boost my tire temps. Do this for a bit, not a huge amount of time. Negrão fading again compared to the top car. Well, was. Now seems to be holding it at about 6 seconds. Bjork is up to 17th. I think that's another pit stop that gave him that location. See how long we can get away with this. That's probably about as far as I want to go. Switch to neutral there. And we're still in the same battle. And look at Bjork stinking it up now. 2.3. Dude. 2.2. Gonna need all the help from the boost he can get. Back off to neutral. I guess the good news is we only have a few more laps with these guys. There's a repair. Bjork seeming to maintain the same distance. The cars in front of him, and Negrão roughly the same. All of a sudden it's down to 2 seconds. I don't know what Negrão did to make that happen. Misclicking again. I am not having a great race in terms of my own personal clicking the boost at the right time. We want to stick with Negrão here, but it's also time to start coming in. Who's been out here longest? Okay, we'll send Bjork in now. Oh boy. Well, I'm going to go with Goddard and try to give Castelli time to improve her form again before the end of the race. Short stint with Goddard, relatively anyway. Try to burn some more energy here with Negrão. Got by that car before, but wasn't able to stay there. Because the next one ahead is his target. He's going to have one more lap to get there. Okay, now we're going to come in. Either will do. But I'm going to go with Mueller because he's looking stronger right now. Well, if I can get the fuel right. There we go. Negrão less than 2 seconds. And again, pulls up close, but can't quite get there. So I want you to stay pretty much where you're at, Goddard. Oh, I didn't quite get there in time for your boost. Just over 2 hours to go. Goddard just in front of Mueller. Goddard is the one with the more energy. Sims will have to make one more stop than us from here on out. So we're a stop ahead of both of those cars in front. So until they come in, we don't really know what's what. Still our cars hanging out very close to each other on the track, which is not optimal for me. Both drivers are going to go fired up soon. There we go. And Mueller joins. Goddard at 8.5, Mueller at 7.9. So I can't complain about them driving effectively. Surprised that the cars ahead are able to maintain a pace with Mueller right now, but they are. They're holding them off. Goddard really needs to get by this number 12 car. There we go. That was Beret, and now he is only got Sims that's not on the lead lap with him. Meanwhile, Mueller would like to make that same pass. Whoa. He should be able to now. That was some serious smoke. And, yeah, that wasn't them coming in there, but here's another car coming in for Fix-It, so a lot of the other teams apparently overdriving their vehicles. While I pondered that, of course I missed a couple more boosts. So we'll just switch the areas for each driver. I thought Mueller had made that pass. Must have been a different car. It's a different car. It was the Ferrucci car that smoked and went in, and I was thinking it was somebody else. Yep, and they're coming into pit now is what's going on there. Okay. So now Mueller into second. But I believe he's actually been losing ground on Sims. It's a rather remarkable job that they're doing. And they're coming into pit now, so now we'll see what's what. Comes out right behind Goddard. Mueller's there with a 4-second gap. So we could have a battle here still to see who's going to win. There's less than 2 hours left. Goddard coming up on Gonzalez in fifth. That would be, let's see, fifth and sixth in our standings for today. And not able to close that gap. We're gonna have to back off the tires before too much longer here. Goddard looking for a way by, can't find one. Less than 2 seconds now. Let's see if we can make something happen here. Closed it up, but that's it. And now we're out of the fired up zone. I don't want to let this get too high with the drivers so close together. We'll cut it off here. Let's actually have Mueller take these short spurts now. It's going to get warmer here for a bit. We'll probably have to go conserve. Goddard again, hanging right behind there. Looking for fifth, but can't get it. Pulling alongside, looking for the lead and not quite getting there. What a battle that is. And once again, Goddard just unable, so we seem to be just not quite good enough in both of these battles. Gonna go briefly conserve. Both cars. Coming up on an hour and a half to go now. Boy, got close. Right there off the bumper there. Let's see what happens if we don't get either one of these spots and we still clinch easily. Okay. TRSM is just not having themselves a good day. So with this much time left, probably not going to see a huge difference there. And again, close it up to about a minute. But that's all. We got stuck there for a minute, but I think I made the pass. Whoa, I've spent too much time there. Let's neutral again. Didn't really get much gain out of that boost. And, okay. Now let's see where... Boy, Castelli really stinking right now. We've got to bring her out for about the last 50 minutes. Muck, about the last 50 minutes as well. Almost 2 hours in car now for each of these drivers. Oh, missed that one. Okay. Goddard staying ahead of Gonzalez, which is probably about as good as he's going to do on the day. Then Mueller's still a couple seconds off the lead. Still like our chances to eventually get there. But it's still an eventually, not a now. Yeah, Goddard 30 seconds behind everybody else that's in front of him. And, you know, with not that much over an hour to go, this seems kind of difficult. Mueller trying to work his way through traffic. Stay close. Lots of traffic here. Boy, but he's right there. And then goes away. Yeah. Up and down, that battle just continues. Boy, right there. Is this going to be the time? It is not. We're close, though. Goodness, we are close. And those tire temps already going back up. Yeah, it's still staying warm out there. I'm going to go back conserve again. That's going to make it harder to pass, of course, but I don't think there's much choice. Yep, might have gotten by there, but counter boost by them retains the lead. We're going to switch boosts around here now. Mueller fading behind, using conserve. We're going to let him work his way around, start getting the longer one. And he gained some there. Another car going into the pits. And gets right back up behind there. And Goddard actually losing time at the moment. We'll go back neutral. That should help some. Thought he might get it there. But it was not to be. Again, it's an hour or just over that we've got to wait for here. Oh, missed Goddard. That's not helpful. It's amazing how we can stay close like that. Neither car gaining a significant advantage. Just back and forth. Might be close enough this time. Go get it. And they counter boost. Again. How much is their energy? Yeah, they don't have a lot either. But they see what's going on and they're using it to stop us from getting in front. Because if we get in front, we might be able to stay there. But so far, it hasn't happened. I think I've got enough for one more long burst here, and then I have to switch to Goddard. Actually, then I need to come in with both drivers, really. Goddard first. And there's traffic in the way. But we got by them both. Okay, regardless of all that. Goddard, you're coming in. And oh my goodness. Castelli, why are you being terrible today? Okay. Well, it is what it is, and I think we've got the right amount of fuel, so we're just going to stick with it. 32 laps. Muller having a little bit of trouble with the tires here. Not quite. You're going to go around one more. Now you can come in. For Muck, who is not exactly burning it up, but at least he's doing better than Castelli. We could have some trouble maintaining our positions on this final stint. Okay, 31.7. Castelli comes out fired up. A good pit stop. 0.6. You don't say. You drive like that, you better be fired up. Muller making the switch. Okay, good time. So let's see. Castelli still has the more energy, and of course we're going to be well behind them at least until they make their stop. Some other cars coming in now. Muck hopefully going to get by them. Nope. Muck is was already ahead of them. Okay. Looking at the wrong car. So Castelli trying to battle there. We know that okay, there we go. Now they're coming in for their their last stop. And we are in first by a couple seconds, not by a lot. I think, yeah, there they go. I think I want to stick Muck on the fastest boost here, see if that does any good. Well, we got him up there for now. We're going to battle for the moment. And we're probably going to have people passing us or whatever, but we're going to speed through some of this. 50 minutes left, battle for first place, and they just passed us. Then we're down here. We don't quite have the lead that we had, but it's still enough. And that's probably far enough. And Muck is back in first and by a few seconds. Castelli in sixth. Could pick up that spot and get to fifth, or could not. More likely not the way that she's driving. Nonetheless, if we stay in first, I think we're home free. .4. she's stinking it up. It's a good thing we don't need her to drive well here at the end, because she's not. 4-second lead. I'd like to see that get as big as possible. And I think it's time to switch up the boost now. Wow, really pulling away now. 14 seconds. Probably has more to do with them backing off on something than anything positive we're doing. But I'll still take it. Muck now ready to get fired up. I want to go with a couple more here and then hopefully speed things along. So Castelli staying in contact there, but not able to get any sort of pass. Looks like we're running away with it there, though. We'll speed along and do so on conserve. Half an hour left. We're still looking good. Baikalis also having a good race. That's okay. All right, slow it back down. Go to neutral. 25 minutes. I'll start with Muck here, but probably be switching it up. And he's still not driving great. He's driving almost half decent. Vivian, though, he was doing okay earlier in the race. Not anymore. Looks like we're holding off, still 10 to 15 second lead there, but definitely not running away from second place anymore. Both drivers definitely do have enough time. So assuming tires and fuel last, we will have no issues getting through this. "20 minutes. Now every lap sort of running out the clock for us here. Muck is fading, but Castelli looking slightly less terrible. 15 seconds back though, so I don't know that it matters. Looks like Muck's going to get by here. Or at least close to it. No, no, no. Ugh. Really overdrove him there, so now we'll just switch to Castelli on the boost. May have some switching back and forth happening now. Less than 15. And we had one of them pit. Okay, 5th place then. Gets another lap up on last place. I don't foresee any problems. But 2nd place now, fired up, and they're under 10 seconds. So I don't want to get too cocky about that. They're continuing to close the gap. Good grief. What a botch job. At least Muck got by the car he was stuck behind, Milner. Down to 7 seconds with 7 minutes to go. I think we'll make it, but this is not going to be a walk in the park. We don't have a lot of energy left. Especially not when we do that. They're still fired up and still catching us. Up to 7 seconds again now, though. 5.5 minutes to go. Still at subpar a little bit on the driving there, Mr. Muck. Got a decent boost there to throw a slight bit more distance in it. And it looks like we're going to be safe now. Switch up the boost here, give Muck one long one. It's now up to 9 seconds plus. There we go, 11. And Castelli 30-some seconds behind her closest competitor. About 7 or 8 seconds behind her, but no concern there at the moment. Let's just boost that last little bit. The race is over. We're just waiting for it to wrap up. Still waiting. So first and fifth in our class. And that should do it. Ironically, it goes up to 10.0, 6.5 at the finish. That would have made things a little bit comfortable earlier, but we still got the job done. Rough race with all the cautions, but we made it happen. 1,044 kilometers. They went the same, so did they. So it was not a rousing win, but it was a win. Again, top two cars. Over 100-point lead. No way anybody's passing us. Big fight between TRSM Dragon Speed and Bicolis for second place. And then Netherland and TDS bringing up the rear. We'll see how that shakes out. Very strong driving overall from car number one. Number two, well, decidedly meh. We got good performance from Goddard. Bjork was decent. Castelli, yeah. Her second race of the year down about 2. So she's definitely been an underachiever in my opinion. 1,200 more. Really starting to rack in the money. We should have some pretty nice bank going into the off season. Give us the freedom to do what we need to do. It is over. It just hasn't been made official yet. So, as promised, next time we will do Phoenix and the finale. I forget where that's at. Sydney. In montage format. So that'll be the end of the 2021 season. And then the one after that will be the off season as we go up. So we are promoting and we can move on to the top endurance tier. All that coming up soon. Till then, thanks for watching, everybody.